Episode 3 of Season 2 is the most exciting episode of this series, period! It is full of surprises, amazing characters, emotional angles, laughter, suspense, everything. Whatever it is, you name it, and this season has it. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be fun. This episode kicks off with Mrs. Grayson dropping off Mark to college. She wants him to have a fresh start as a student, a normal human, not some superhero.
This is your chance to figure out who you are. And I don't mean Invincible. I mean Mark Grayson.
And speaking of Mrs. Grayson, she still hasn't recovered from what happened a year ago, and she is still trying to put herself together piece by piece. So what does she do? She tries to give a shot at a support group, which consists of spouses of superheroes, and they all share their pain there. Now, as soon as she goes there, she's welcomed by Carol.
You must be Debbie.
And Carol gives her a little bit of instruction on how it's a strict policy of the group to not share the real identity of the superheroes. And when the support group is all done meeting, Mrs. Grayson gets a chance to meet Alana's, aka Green Ghost's husband, and they both connected really well because they both are grieving in their own ways. Because Green Ghost was killed by Omni-Man and her husband was shattered by that. Seems like he loved her very much.
Alana's been gone nearly a year, and I still reach across the bed for her every morning.
Man, that's just sad. Mrs. Grayson was the wife of Omni-Man, so she knew that the Green Ghost was Alana, and she was shocked to hear that. And by the way, the only rule, don't tell your real names, has been broken already. Debbie was just starting to feel better because she finally got someone to share her feelings with, but knowing this shattered her again. And it was worse this time. She broke down in tears and she cried in a way in which she had never cried before. And things did not end there for this poor lady. She told Alana's husband that Omni-Man was her husband because she felt, well, guilty.
I can't heal because my husband's not dead. He's just gone. He's gone because he murdered Alana and the other Guardians and almost killed my son too.
And what happens in response? Alana's husband was shocked and he turns his back on Debbie. He exacerbated the pain of a woman who was already suffering.
You shouldn't come back to the group.
Ugh, poor Debbie. I'm afraid it seems like an odd chance now, but I do hope she finds a way to bounce back. Now let's shift our focus to somebody else because I don't want to go on with this sad story no more. It is depressing. Let's talk about somebody with a story, someone who's powerful, someone new. So the tale of this new person dates back to generations ago when there was a planet named Unapa. The people of Unapa, or say Unapans, had created a utopia for them, which means they were living a peaceful life without any problems, and that as a result of their extreme knowledge of nature and technology. It was a dream come true. Everything was running buttery smooth until one day, Viltrumites attacked their planets. Man, these Viltrumites are evil! They started killing people and children mercilessly. The Unapans tried to fight back, but they were no match for the Viltrumites' power and rage. But what they did have was a will to survive, so they flew to somewhere else and started breeding. And this got the attention of the most powerful group in the universe, the Coalition of Planets, which was located on Telskria. The Coalition of Planets was led by Thetis, and he was impressed by the Unapans' will to survive, and he proposed a team to join forces with them, and they agreed and asked for a favor, and this favor was a really interesting one. You see, Unapans were in a process of developing a very strong alien who could defeat Viltrumites. They failed many times, but finally, with the help of the Coalition of Planets, they were finally able to form this alien. And this alien was, drum roll please, Alan the Alien!
Until Alan. He was the first and only success. From the day he was born, Alan was trained to be the greatest fighter the universe had ever known.
How original! I know, the name's not great. But anyway, so there was Alan, right? Now you might remember this Alan from somewhere. Oh wait, hold on, where was it? Oh shoot, I can't remember. Well,
I'm an evaluation officer for the Coalition of Planets.
oh yeah, here. Well, I bet now you must be wondering what in the 7 wonders this Coalition of Planets is. Well, just like the name suggests, it's a coalition of planets. And each planet in this coalition is under evaluation. Alan was sent to evaluate Urath to find out if the planet Urath has a protector against enemies like the Viltrumites or not. But he made a mistake. Instead of evaluating Urath, he evaluated Earth. Urath signed up for the evaluation process, not Earth.
Your planet signed up for the program. See? Request from Urath for evaluation.
Urath? This is Earth!
And Alan says, bit of a side note for everybody, don't forget that Alan works for the Coalition of Planets and he takes orders from them. That's really important to remember. Now let's go back to Alan, shall we? So what was the story of Alan meeting Invincible? Now you remember that Alan was designed to fight and defeat Viltrumites. Well, he gave it a shot and he failed.
But while stronger than most of the universe, Alan still couldn't match even a single Viltrumite
So what does he do? He took his failure, didn't give up, and became an evaluation officer. Fought many guys, became stronger, and between all of this fighting, he discovered the need for an ally to defeat the Viltrumites. The condition was that his ally had to be strong enough to be able to defeat Viltrumites, and guess who Alan wants to choose as his ally? The Invincible! He comes with this news to Telskria, the place where the coalition of planets is. Alan presents the news in front of the council that he has found his ally, and it's a Viltrumite.
For years, we've been searching for a hole in the Viltrumite's armor. This could be it.
Everybody was shocked, but he got the support of the leader, Thetis. Now, there is this planet that joined the coalition of planets recently, Icreon, and it's under attack by the Viltrumites suddenly.
The Viltrumites hit Acreon while you were gone.
And just for the record, this General Talia is Alan's girlfriend, by the way, just so you know. Now remember Thetis, the head guy? Alan is his most trusted soldier, and he thinks that the coalition is under inner attack, meaning there's a traitor who's leaking news.
I find it convenient and somewhat alarming that Acreon was hit so soon after joining the coalition. It's as if the Viltrumites had knowledge from inside the council.
Now this Thetis wants Alan to find who the traitor is, and Alan is all up for it. That same night, while Alan was having dinner with his beloved, he was attacked by Viltrumites. They started interrogating him on his encounter with Invincible.
You will tell us everything about your encounter with the Viltrumite of Earth.
How the frick nuts did they come to know this news so suddenly? Crap, there really is in fact a traitor after all. But who is he? Well, I'll tell you. But first, don't you want to know if Alan told them anything or not? Well, he didn't. He mocked them instead, and they almost killed him. His eye was bulged out from his head, his intestines floated in space, and one of the Viltrumites extirpated his head, and he seemed, well, dead. And now he's in some machine getting some healing alongside his girlfriend weeping for him. So what happens? Thetis comes to visit him, and he asks his girlfriend to leave the room and take some time by himself. And now this machine, which was helping Alan to stay alive, Thetis messed with it. He was the traitor after all. And this left me speechless and with a lot of questions, because what is going to happen to Alan now? Is he dead? Or how can he even be alive? I don't know. Time will tell. We're all gonna have to wait. Now it's time to shift our focus to Mark, because how can we forget the main guy? Mark was in college, enjoying, it was great, everything was good until an alien showed up dressed up as Mark's favorite comic superhero. Seance Dog. Yes, I know, how original.
Why, it is I, Seance Dog.
Well, he tried to fool Mark, but Mark was smart, fortunately, and Mark got him to reveal his true identity. And it turns out that he is some alien from a faraway planet, Thraxa, and his alien's name is Nualzot.
My name is Nualzot. I am from the planet Thraxa.
Nualzot tells Mark that he needs his help with taking care of meteor showers destroying his world, and if he doesn't help, billions will die. Oh no. Well, Mark being the goody two-shoes, well, what can he do? He can't say no to helping, so he packs his stuff up and goes on a long journey to Thraxa with him. Now, as soon as he reaches there, he can see all the aliens like this Nualzot, and it's time to meet their boss. And guess who their boss is?
Hello, son.
What? Omni-Man is back? Well, should we feel excited or threatened? I can't really decide. What about you? Anyways, we are left with more unanswered questions. What will happen to Mark now? Well, he seems to be emotional by seeing his dad.
Dad?
Duh. Is he gonna join forces with him or fight with him? And what exactly is Thetis planning to do next? Will Debbie survive all of this pain? Let me know down in the comment section below. And before ending this video, I'm gonna give you another surprise. Did you notice who is back other than Omni-Man? Yep, that's right, Battle Beast, baby! I think we're gonna see him going against Omni-Man soon. So let's wait and see what happens there. But when it does happen, we're going to be the first ones to let you know. So stay tuned. Until then, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think it was the best to date? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Comment below. See you next time.